Brockton, and welcome to ELEMedia. Tonight we have on the platform Herkins and Latonia Francois, owners of a local business, H&L Imprints. Welcome to the show.
Welcome and thank you to you guys.
It's a pleasure to have both of you.
Wonderful. Well, as we ask all the guests on the show, tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, Herkins and I are residents of Brockton, and we have been living in Brockton for the majority all of our lives. I was born in Stoughton, and that drive home from the hospital is where I stayed, in Brockton. And then Herkins was born in Miami, Florida, and then moved up here with his family to Brockton, and we've been here ever since. We've been fortunate enough to go through public schools here, went on to college, moved back home where we started our business.
Wonderful,
Wow, that's
wonderful.
awesome.
How long have you been married?
We've been married for about 6 years.
Any kids?
We have 2 beautiful girls.
Oh, wonderful.
That's awesome.
That's
So
good.
H&L Imprints. So what does H&L stand for?
H&L Imprints stands for Herkins and Latonia. And we basically combined our forces, our degrees. Basically, I have a graphic design degree and Latonia has a business degree. And we just basically combined those to create an imprint in the city.
That's really good. I like the idea of combining forces, and just make it happen
Right.
very well. So how did they all get started?
Well, I like to put it as I got tired of working for the man. I was working at a corporation right out of college and was working really, really hard and wasn't happy with my job, and I had to make a wise decision, a real honest decision with myself if I wanted to continue with this company I was working for. And that's where I really started that transition into thinking about entrepreneurship. And that's kind of how we got started with the business. I started it as a promotional gifts business called Divine Endings, and as that business grew, Herkins and I needed to support each other. I needed his design expertise, and then we combined our forces, and that's kind of how H&L Imprints.
And how long ago was
happened.
that when you practically branched out of corporate America and you're like, bye?
That was 8 years ago now. So yeah, it's been quite a while. And then when we had our first daughter, that's when Herkins and I really took this combining of the forces seriously and kind of rebranded and relaunched as H&L Imprints,
Okay,
doing
very
design
good.
and marketing and work like that.
And I like the words that you just used, rebranding. Is that what the business is all about?
That is our niche. We like to rebrand. We like to have people make their mark. And I always say that your logo is speaking for you when you're not present, basically. So it's basically, when you're away and you go out and you see the Apple logo, you know that's Apple. You know who they are, you know what they're all about. So when you're creating a logo, when you're creating a brand for somebody, you're creating something that somebody would see and know what that person's about.
Exactly. And what type of services do you provide?
Well, our niche is definitely rebranding, and within that's logo design, flyers, posters, T-shirt, and we do a lot of anything that's that you can print, we can create.
Wow.
Got it.
Well, that's beautiful.
So what makes H&L Imprints different from the rest of that type of business in the
Brockton.
area, in Brockton, or in general? What makes you stand out? What makes you different?
What makes us different, oh man, I'll say number one is the relationship that we form with our clients. We like doing rebranding projects. So in doing that, it takes a lot of partnership, I should say. Herkins and I working alongside the client to create a look and feel they feel confident about. And I like to say, Herkins and I like to say, when you rebrand, it's more than just the logo. It's how you feel about your business. And we want our clients to feel confident about the way their business looks on paper, online, in person, when they're not there. So when customers, clients come to us, they leave with the confidence about how they feel, and they leave with a long-term relationship, which
That's
is what we're
amazing.
happy to be able to say about our clients. So as they grow, we're pretty much growing with them.
I like
So
that.
it's more so about a relationship.
Yeah.
And build this trust between you and your clients.
Yeah,
And
sure.
basically, that's something very important in business. You want to add something?
You know, the relationship part of it is key, because I always let Latonia know, like, I always want to build a relationship with our clients and never just have a one-time deal. It's just a one-time, you know, we can do that, but it's really the relationship, learning who the person is, actually understanding what their project is,
Wow.
and to get that project out there the way they are looking to get it out there.
Exactly.
And like even with Louise in doing her
And then I see this.
project, she came to us for a CD cover.
Right.
Then she needed a flyer, and then it was, hey Herkins, I need a place to host my launch for my CD. Do you know locations? And we went calling around places for her.
Oh, wow.
So it's more than just design. It's we're on their team.
You create a family of success.
Yes.
Well, I like that.
Well, I know in speaking with both of you weeks ago, you had mentioned about doing a special project at the public library, at the Brockton Public Library.
Yes.
How is it that H&L Imprints is giving back to the community?
Well, we have started a project called City of Champions. And that within that is basically talking about Brockton. And the reason why this project came about is basically every time I left Brockton and went to somewhere else and said, you know, I'm from Brockton, people was like, how do you survive? Like, I'm like, well, I'm not from Afghanistan. I'm like, it's just Brockton. It's a nice little city. It gets a bad rap, but it's not as bad as people think it is. So I created a poster series that kind of talks about the history about Brockton. It talks about who we are and who we're not. It talks about we're not violent, we don't like drugs, and we don't like guns. It talks about, you know, we're educators, we're great neighbors to our surrounding cities, and we support education.
That's it.
And then the three, you know, we're Brockton City, well, we're Shoe City, and we have a Brockton legacy. And then, you know, we was established in 1881.
Very good.
Just bringing that positive
putting
message.
awareness
Right.
within the community.
Yeah.
For sure.
This is good.
So we like to, you know, we also expand to have not only having the posters, but we also have magnets that we like the people from Brockton to put on their cars to kind of say we're supporting this this movement, because you know right now you could, Brockton has this stigma about it, and I want that stigma to change. I don't want people to think that, you know, this is Afghanistan. I just want people to think this is a city,
Yes.
you know, with their
Right.
with their regular problems like
Right.
any other large city may
Our
have.
city, right?
But it you know, it's a city. It's not, you know, we're not on a war zone here. So
You mentioned about the T-shirts and the magnets and all that. How are you going to go about distributing it? Do you have a plan or a strategy in place?
Right.
well, our plan right now, we want the T-shirts and the mags to be given out to everybody for free. So we're looking to have sponsors from bigger organizations to sponsor these T-shirts and basically give it out to their either employees or their customers or whoever they come across, and just, you know, get this awareness out. It's just, you know, more bringing up the numbers by just giving these things out for free, basically.
Right.
Exactly.
People can use them as perks, as free gifts to customers.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So
That's
you're
really
basically looking for sponsorship.
Yeah, anybody can get involved
Okay.
but for the most part, I guess the end point is that we want these promotional products, the T-shirts, the posters, and the magnets to be available to all residents for free. So we're looking for sponsors, larger organizations who want to take a stand as being part of the solution to back up what we're doing and making these products freely available to residents in Brockton or even surrounding towns for that matter.
Very powerful. And we've also heard about EHub, which is
Yes.
something new that you're also doing in Brockton.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about EHub?
The eHub. So people always ask us, how have we grown a business, or how do we get our business started, or different questions relating to entrepreneurship and our own experience. So Herkins and I decided, you know what, we're going to start to offer just 3 hours of our time every month. We're doing eHub, which is entrepreneur hours used on business, for people to come together, entrepreneurs to come together and spend time talking about their business within the city of Brockton, and then spending time to stop talking and actually work on the business.
Thanks so much.
Yes, so that's what we're starting. The first one is actually next Friday, and then it'll just continue to be every first Friday each month at our office for people who want to build a network among other entrepreneurs locally.
Lovely.
Is there a registration page for this?
There is, and it is on our website at HLimprints.com.
Okay.
And if someone was interested in sponsoring some the City of Champions movement, with the promotional T-shirts and the magnets, how can they contact you guys? What's the best way to contact you?
They could do either go to the website and get information there, or they can also call me at 617-750-9505.
Perfect.
Very good. And you have a local place for your business.
In Brockton.
What's the address?
It is 1367 Main Street, Brockton, Mass. It's located at the Converse Center over on Main Street.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
well.
I have another question. If let's say I want to come to EHub, the EHub meeting, what should I expect?
All right. Well, first I should also say, for people interested in eHub, the best place to connect with us about that is on our Facebook page, because that's where it's just going to be more real-time, more current updates on locations and what's happening each month on our Facebook page, facebook.com/HLimprints. So when you come, what you can expect is to build a network among other entrepreneurs. It's just starting, so my hope is that we'll start small, and then people can kind of come in as they're available month to month.
Okay.
This isn't meant to be a big, large group, all at one meeting, but small groups, so that way people can be heard. It's going to be open discussion for 1 hour. And then the last 2 hours are just going to be devoted towards spending time working on your own business goals, with myself being there, or whoever else is there who can offer advice and wisdom to
Very
people
good.
while they are there.
Wow, what a way
Very
to give
good.
back. Because a lot of people, they want to start something, they want to improve, they want to get better. Then the idea
Right.
is to, it'll be more like a mentoring, coaching, business coaching.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
It'll be like also a way for people to set aside the time to do it.
Let's
I know.
do it. Exactly.
I know.
Let's do
That's the
it.
hardest thing to do.
Yes, it is.
That's a great
The
start.
fact that you're providing the environment
Right.
and making the time available is very
That's a
powerful.
blessing
Right.
to the city of Brockton.
It's very
Right.
powerful.
Now,
So we're excited.
now let's say there's somebody out there who's watching this, right? Perhaps they want to start their own business, perhaps they want to improve their business, or perhaps they have an idea, they want to create, they want to start somewhere. What would you say to that person?
The first step always is to, get your idea on paper. Get your idea on paper, and
And then call us.
basically,
Get your ideas on paper and then call us. Period. It's that simple.
Because a lot of our own success, like when I was first starting, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't have, I didn't grow up where starting your own business was the natural way to go. I had just finished a 4-year college, went into a corporate environment, so when I made the decision to leave that, everybody was just kind of like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you're losing
You're
it.
gonna start your own business. It was like unheard of, and I was just kind of out there among, you know, friends and stuff who've had jobs. And there I was, this struggling business owner with no money coming in. And it took the partnerships or friendships with other entrepreneurs and connecting to different association and resources that helped motivate me to continue. So that's why I say call us, because you don't want to do it alone and you're stronger in numbers. So
yeah, having a great support group is key.
The support group is very important, but when you're alone, it's easy to get discouraged.
Right.
That's true.
Very easy to get discouraged. And also, I'll ask you, the idea of eHub, where did you get the inspiration from?
Oh, well, so I got the idea, well, when I first started the business, I used to have friends come over to my house and we used to just get together on Fridays and spend time working on our businesses. And then friends from college, we used to get together and my friends we used to call it Hustle Fridays, where my friends who had businesses or not would get together to work on whatever our hustle was, whether it was a side hustle from their regular jobs or if it was your main thing to hustle for your business. And we just get a bulletin board out, write down our goals for the night, and then check them off.
Wow.
So we wanted to bring that to Brockton because there's a lot of those type of meetup groups and networks in Boston, but not always locally here.
That is so true.
That's an incredible idea.
And you did, I remember you had asked about the Brockton Public Library, what we did for them.
Yes,
Tell us about
Or
that.
what he did for them.
Well, yes. Basically, I won a contest recreating their logo.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, that's
So
beautiful.
I'll have to show you guys.
Wow.
If you have the digital version of it, please send it to us so that we can show it to the public.
Definitely.
Yep.
Beautiful.
So what are you passionate about? What's your passion? What's your gift?
Well, first will be design.
Yeah.
You know, design.
And then Latonia, I'm just joking.
I was thinking the same thing.
About business.
Yes, it's business. I'm moving into trouble. I'm sorry.
There's many different passions going on.
Yeah.
But for my business passion, I have design first. It's kind of funny, when I was going through college, it was just, you couldn't tear me away from the computer. I would go to school, volunteer in the computer lab, and basically teach myself how to use the programs.
Wow.
And I'd go there at 8 o'clock in the morning and leave at like 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, what happened to the day? And
That's what happened
I'll
when
open
you're
and close the
passionate.
spot. Yeah, I'll open and
That's
close
so
the work lab. And even until now, Latonia's like, get away from the computer.
And he wanted to get a job there.
Yeah.
He was there so much.
Wow.
They were just offered him a job.
They say, you know what? Just keep coming here.
Might as well pay you for it, right?
Exactly.
How about you, Latonia? What is your passion?
What is my passion? Being an advocate for entrepreneurs. And especially now, I just feel like young entrepreneurs, especially because they are just so full of life and innovative, and I just want to be a part of just seeing success happen with entrepreneurship and supporting small businesses.
That's awesome.
That's really
Do you have any message for the Brockton community?
Be a part of the solution.
It's that simple.
Yes.
I'll have to piggyback on what Latonia said. Be a part of the solution.
Get involved.
Don't give up, and
Right.
don't feed into what everybody else around you may think. Just kind of understand where you're trying to get to, find your support group, and go from there.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And welcome to the show again. Thank you so much for everything you're doing for the community.
Right.
Keep up the good work. All right, Brockton. Thanks so much for watching. You have just heard Herkins and Latonia Francois. Make sure you see the information on the screen, and make sure that you visit their website and you support them. They're doing something amazing for the community, and we're all about supporting Brockton. Thank you very much and have a good night.
Bye.